Ghana have done it. Ghana have qualified for the World Cup.
The qualification of Ghana for this year's FIFA World Cup in Qatar means Nigeria will be missing at the competition.
Here in Abuja.
The reality of the failure of the Super Eagles to qualify for the World Cup dawns on the football fans. The headlines from the newspapers capture the mood of many Nigerians as they are forced to watch the World Cup in the Gulf nation without their team.
We believe that we can qualify for this tournament. But now, so everybody was down because we don't know, because everybody were not happy at all. So we're not happy. So maybe because initially we thought that maybe the game will be very easy for us. But now, so we are very, very disappointed.
So bad. It's another bad omen, bad development for football in West Africa, I would say, not just in Nigeria, because we are the largest football talent producing country in the world, in the black world. It's bad, and I think it calls for another maybe internal, I don't want to say restructuring, but going back, because over the years we've been calling for inclusion of local talent. And when there is no local talent, things like this comes up. Yes, I stand to be corrected. We can't just parade all pros. Yeah, we can't just parade all pros. And look at what has happened in the game of football. We didn't take our chances in Kumasi. And here, they went ahead in the 11th minute to score their first goal. That is when I knew it has gone to the wire. We equalized 11 minutes later, 22 minutes to be precise, but then we couldn't. If you watch the game yesterday, we are still far from the traditional style of play.
Our players are playing as if there is no hunger. They underrated Ghanaians because of their poor performance in the Nations Cup, and they think it's going to be a rollover or walkover. So that's why we find ourselves in that situation, because I can't expect us to they have scored us 3 minutes in the game. It means we not put our acts together. We believe we are going to shoot because we have gotten a 0-0 draw in Kumasi. So I expect our people to come out and play with anger.
The conduct of the fans at the MKO Abiola National Stadium in Abuja after the game comes under heavy scrutiny.
If we cannot control fans in a single game, then how can we host big tournaments like Nations Cup, like World Cup? It tells. It goes a long way to put, destinations on our security arrangement. It's appalling. It's not accepted, and it's bad. It's a bad development because the world are watching, and tomorrow we want to apply to host this game, They make recourse to what has just happened, because we should grow past this now.
The Super Eagles will be missing the World Cup for the first time since 2006, when they failed to reach the tournament in Germany.
Nigeria right back in this.
Well, just a quick one with Shuaibu Gara Gombe, who is former chairman, Gombe State Football Association, former secretary, Nigeria Football Stakeholders Forum, and CEO, Green White Green Sports Center Limited. Thanks for joining us this morning. Sincere apologies, we had to keep you a little longer than we should have. But then, what do you make of all the conversations in the aftermath of the Nigeria-Ghana match?
Yeah, thank you so much. It's unfortunate what happened. For me, it's expected. And what happened is a product and a combination of so many factors. We lost to qualify for the World Cup not on the fateful Tuesday. We lost to qualify for the World Cup, as far as I'm concerned, 4 or 5 years ago, after the appointment of Rowe as the technical advisor or coach of the Super Eagles. Then also, we lost to qualify for the World Cup due to the decay in the local league. And if you like, I will add the third factor is that the supervising authority of our football management has been weak at some point in time, where we failed to intervene to put things right, and we thought that everything is okay. And lastly, also, if you like, also, is corruption. So these are some of the factors, as far as I'm concerned, that led to the unfortunate incidents that we have seen, even after the match. The violence, the destruction of the Mushood Abiola Stadium in Abuja is a reflection of what happened even in our local league. We cannot even organize a simple crowd control or security architecture on management of our sporting arena and events has already exposed us that so many things are wrong with our football in Nigeria.
Now, with the sack, so to speak, of the technical crew of the team now, what are your expectations? There are those who are expecting that the reset button should be pressed not only on the Super Eagles, but on our football apparatus, given some of the issues that you have raised as well. What are the critical things that you think will help revive football in Nigeria the way we had it back in time?
Yeah, first and foremost, we have to look at the entire status. What I mean status, the laws governing football in Nigeria, both internal and external. What I mean external is that we imported certain rules from FIFA that have not been domesticated and they are not known to our constitution. And internally also, the status of Nigerian football, the way we operate it, and the stakeholders that are in there, who are the Congress, that determine who manages and who leads this in Nigerian football, is so imperfect that it gives us room to be appointing or keep on allowing mediocres or people who have overstayed their welcome or who lack the capacity to manage our football. So that has to be rejected. And that is why I said earlier that the supervising authority of our sports, especially in football, are weak to act when they are supposed to act. That is number one. Number two, if we don't deal with corruption, corruption will kill our football. In fact, it has done that now. We have seen where there are so many incidences and cases of corruption that have not been handled. They are still outstanding. If we can take one and use it as an example, everybody is going to sit up. And also the local league that provides and produces these players to this national team is in total decay. It's non-existence. Our performances in the continent of our teams in the continent is a reflection of the way the decay in the local league. We rely so much on the external players of foreign league or we rely on diaspora to feed our national teams at all levels. It's not only Super Eagles. Almost, if you ask me, all the 13 national teams that we have, we rely on the diaspora to play for players to manage the league. And we cannot continue that way. We have to go back to the grassroots, go back to the school sports, develop school sports, go to Ministry of Education now, for instance, if you ask, there is a budget for school sports. What is that budget being used for? If football is our national sport, or we give football priority as a national sport, we have to integrate it into the curriculum of the physical and health education at the primary school level. Then we grow. I did say in 1985, I keep on saying this, we won the first edition of the FIFA Under-17 World Cup. 36 years after, now we are struggling to qualify for the World Cup. So what happened? It shows that there was no transition, proper transition, or those players that we use as under-17 are not really under-17. And that brings us to the fact that most of those players who claim to be under-17 or under-20 in Nigerian football are not really under-17 or they are not really under-20 in Nigerian football. So there are so many things that has to be fixed, and there are so many things that must be done. And also, if you like, I will add that why should government continue to fund football? There should be a transition for total disengagement of government from funding football, because there's free money that people don't account for. That's why anybody can come as an administrator take money that he wants, embezzle money, mismanage money, and get away with it. And nothing happens because the money is coming from government. Look at the stadium that was destroyed in Abuja. That stadium, I can assure you, if that match is played in Uyo, this cannot happen. If that match is played in Port Harcourt, this may not happen also. But because it's in Abuja and everybody sees that, okay, the national stadium in Abuja is for nobody. So anybody can come and do anything there to destroy. So let private sector be in charge, take the lead. Let the government provide the necessary policy direction and also the support for football in Nigeria. We have to disengage completely through a transition over 3 or 4, 5 years to take government out of funding football. So private sectors should take charge, and also the integrity and capacity of those who are managing football should be those who know what it is, not because those who are either have nothing to do, they do not have, or they are bankrupt, or they don't have a particular job to do. Then the next thing they look for where to go and they fix themselves to be in charge of our football and to increase their fortunes in life.
Oh dear, just about the time we wanted to say thank you to Shuaibu Gara Gombe, former chairman, Gombe State Football Association, former secretary, Nigeria Football Stakeholders Forum, and CEO, Green White Green Sports Center Limited. Most certainly we have to bring you back because there are so many issues that you have raised that need a little more clarity. Guess that's it for today?
Yes, indeed. Well, stay with Channels Television for all the breaking stories during the course of a day. In the meantime, I'm Kayode Okikielu. Thank you for joining us.
I'm Ayo Makinde. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend.
Well, make sure you don't go fooling people around, and make sure that you have yourself a beautiful Friday. I'm Maukwe Ogun Yusuf.